Welcome crafters, andyisyoda here, and welcome back to episode 17 of Notch's LA mansion. This is a $70 million mansion in, well, this one isn't, this is made of Minecraft blocks. This is worth nothing. Well, to me and you it's worth a lot, because this is an exact replica of the house bought by Notch, aka Marcus Person, the guy who invented Minecraft and founded Mojang. I still haven't done this table. Need to get that done. Anyway, first things first in this episode is the overdue wine cellar. I'm just going to actually move this door along one to here, I think. Take this out as well. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Might put some sort of handles in there as well later on. I don't know if player heads would look good in there as handles. Probably not, as it turns out. This is probably why no one's ever done this before. Does that look like a handle? Not really. Okay, let's put a decent handle in. Let's just put in some of these iron bars. 1 and 2. There we go. That could be the handles. Right, I have been busy. I have been re-texturing some blocks, and this is the melon block, and I've tried to make it look like bottles of wine. What do you think about that? I've also retextured another block that is nether quartz ore to look like more wine bottles hanging on the wall. So what do you think? Does it look like this room? By the way, if you've never seen this series before, I'm trying to build Notch's mansion. But what I haven't done is got hold of any house plans, because there are none. I'm going to move this wall back one, by the way. There really are not any plans anywhere for the house, so we had to build the house just figuring out what it looked like from the pictures and from the videos of the house that I could find. So it was quite tricky, but it's been a good challenge. This is the boot room in here, by the way, which is going to be a lot smaller. What we might do is change the bathroom here just to give us a bit more space. But anyway, concentrating on the wine cellar room to start with. Cool, that looks good. And then we want these to carry on up here as well. And in fact, I'm just going to go right up the ceiling with these blocks here and then around here like that. I want this to be 8 blocks in length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7. So I need to take these down, push this wall one further in as well. Oops, rogue block, and then move that to there. Pretty happy with that. And then these blocks can just go in here. Couple of layers of these wine bottles. More wine than you can shake a stick at. Now, over here, what am I doing? I think, is that going to be inside a cupboard? That's frustrating. That's inside a little closet there. Okay, we can deal with that in the closet later on. Just make it a smaller closet. I want to move this along one, I think. Just like that. I want to grab some andesite will do and put this in the corner. That's really going to affect that cupboard. Never mind. The little closet there can be fixed later on. I want to concentrate on what I'm doing right now, which is this wine cellar. Can you imagine having all these glasses, all these bottles of wine? Amazing. Right, down here, I'm just going to put a little surface here, and I've got some player heads. As you can see, this is the Viper. What did it say there? The Viper Snaps head, and this is going to represent these fancy boxes of wine, which are down here, like so. And I'm going to go for a brewing stand. I think I will just move this wall back into play here. So I want to move these along a bit, like that, and put that snow in there just like that. Pretty happy with that so far. Let's just bring some more wine down there and more wine down there. more of these brewing stands to represent these bottles, and I've got a really cool head to represent more boxes of wine. And you can see that is Cazol's head, little player head. Boof. So if you've got essentials and on your server, but a world edit, you can put these player heads in with a pretty cool command. I'll put that command in the description, and if I forget, remind me. Right, //fast, oops, fast again, and then set to 78. That's going to put some little shelves just in there, and this wine cellar is pretty much taking place. There are some barrels in here which I want to put in. Some fancy barrels. There's quite a lot of fancy stuff in here, but I'm just going to do this today, these little barrels, and maybe work out some more details later on when we go around the mansion. We're going to have an episode just going around the mansion putting extra details in. There's a big blue tasteless grenade at some point to put in. God knows why the designer did that, but never mind. Right, I also have another player head which I've written down. Well, you can see the command I'm going to use. /I space 397 place 3 1 player, and it's Mercury 777. Gonna give me this one. I think it's some sort of Pokemon or something, or I don't know, Pokeball or something. You guys will tell me what it is. It doesn't really represent what's really in the room, but hey, that looks like a wine cellar. You can just kind of see through. I think that's pretty smart, and it's as good as we can do in Minecraft. So that's that done. Let's repair this boot room and see what damage we have here. Right, so this wall here definitely going to have to move. So this is all going to have to be snow, which makes the bathroom a bit smaller. Like that. Let's just seal that up. And this is just going to be simply a place to hang your coats. So, little tripwire hooks to represent all the coat hooks like that. And that's pretty much all I'm going to put in there. Really don't want to make it too fancy. Just put a couple of chests in. Really haven't put many chests in. This room, I don't know if this room is actually here. Oh, I do need to fix the ceiling as well. So, if you haven't seen this episode, or any of these episodes, you won't know what I'm doing for the ceiling. I'm actually going to put sea lanterns in there, but I want to be extra sneaky. So what I'm going to do is put snow there, and then I want to change that snow into pistons, because I've retextured the bottom of pistons. So I'm going to use /repel air, REPL air, and that is a block replacer tool. So wherever I hit, it becomes air. But if I select that block there, then when I touch a block, it becomes whatever I clicked on. So I'm going to left click on the piston, and then I can right click here, turn these all into pistons, and you can see light comes through the pistons, and that is making my ceiling genius right there. Cool. So that is the boot room complete. Okay, let's push on to the bathroom. For those of you frustrated to see the basement again, because we were working in the basement, we will be back down there later on in this episode. Let's just do this right now for the bathroom. We'll put some shelving in there. I think that would look pretty smart. Let's get that done straight away. I think some snow shelves actually would just look really cool. So let's do that with world edit. /set 78. Yes, that looks really cool. I like that. Also between here and here, we'll put in some snow shelves as well. Pretty happy with that. Then I do want some custom banners I made through this wall. Oops, over there. Around this corner, I've got some custom banners which are going to make my mirrors. So holding down control gets me. Holding down control without dropping it. Compass through, too far. Compass through, perfect. This could be a mirror. Like that. And we just set that shelf back again. And there we go. There's our mirror. And I wonder if I can put snow there to represent the sink. Does it look like a sink? I hope it looks like a sink. That'll do nicely. Right, just need a toilet and a shower. So my usual toilet design, looking like this. A little toilet there with that on top. Easy peasy. Cool. Right, shower. 15 bathrooms in this joint. 15 bathrooms in one house. And 8 bedrooms. Isn't it just ridiculous? There we go. There's our entrance to our shower. And let's get a little bit of screenage going on. Let's use dark blue because it's going to match the blue in that wall a bit better. Boom, 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 boom. And we'll just bring this across, and that is our shower. Near enough complete. We could probably go up here like that. I'm liking that. That'll do. So we need a quartzy slab, and we need tripwire hook, and we are good to go. There we go. That is the shower. Let's just make it a lever. Or what about a rainforest shower? A rain shower. What are they called? Like a rainforest shower? I don't know. I forgot the name of it. I'm not sure about the lights in here either. There we go. There's our rain shower. That's pretty cool. I'm going to take these lights out. Bit of a shower hazard. There we go. Bathroom complete. Don't need anything else. That'll do nicely. I like the look of that. We're going to work on doors later. Right, let's head downstairs back to the basement. If you remember in the last episode, we put in our cinema. Looking smart. A little bathroom in there. A little shelfy room in there. Closet, basically. And we put our gym in as well. And then we were kind of working around here to try and carve out some rooms and some more bathrooms and changing rooms in here, which is what we're going to do right now. So quick cut there because I put on some ceiling blocks and just tidied up the walls a little bit. So right back here is going to be a shower room. There's going to be 2 shower rooms, kind of a male and female shower room, and I'm using this amazing I think it's diamond block. Is it diamond? I can't remember. It looks nice and tiley for a bathroom anyway, so I'm pretty happy with that. So that's going to be a shower room, and this is going to be a shower room, and we've got some changing rooms next to the gym to do. So all I'm doing here is zipping up the walls, so I'll stack these up and fill all these walls in, and we'll cut through here into a little toilet as well, I think. But yeah, just there, a little wall built up, that's enough. Don't need that room. Yeah, I got a question coming in here. Thank you so much for the questions that you asked me on this series. Jamie Davis, who inspired you to start YouTube and why? If nobody inspired you, well, someone did. A guy called Gattaca. I mean, Corrales, for a start, did give me a lot of inspiration, but before him, I was watching a guy called Gattaca, Gattaca. He's still got about 10,000 subs. I can't believe I've got more than him now. That's weird. Gattaca was the builder on the World of Corrales, and I just thought he was a real architect as well, and his buildings and his videos were absolutely amazing. He's worth checking out as well. But he no longer does YouTube. He doesn't do it anymore at all. He gave it up a couple of years ago, and we all miss him. He suddenly makes some guest appearances on the server as well sometimes. Just building some shower shawls. Yeah, nice one, Andy. Shower shawls. No, shower stalls. And I used some World Edit for the kind of barriers into the stalls there with some trap doors in this texture pack. You can download this texture pack from the description, by the way. And it's a mixture of Flows, Estalon, and me, because I've altered it quite a bit as well. So I did /set962 to put on the trap doors for those shower stall doors. Some little sinks go in there. Yeah, and I think up here I'll just put a little cool white snow shelf, a little bit of World Edit as well, and then I'm going to dig out this little bit here and put a little tiled in shelf area with a couple of player heads just to represent some bottles of shampoo and whatnot. Okay, just finishing off the walls here. Didn't quite stack up far enough. And this build is nearly finished. Just got the maid's quarters to do and so on. But now a question here from Vinicius Victor de Oliveiro. Who's your favourite superhero and what's your favourite game? By the way, these bits in here are kind of changing rooms, locker rooms. You can just put your clothes down before you go into the gym and so on. So some lockers and stuff going to go in here. Who's my favourite superhero? I would say the Incredible Hulk. I mean, we've all had days like that, right? Where you just feel like bursting open your shirt, turning green and hitting everything really hard. So yeah, I would be the Incredible Hulk is my favourite. What's your favourite game apart from Minecraft? Halo 1 for the PC. Now, that's quite an old game, but it was definitely the best game I've ever played. The gameplay was fantastic. Single player was great. Multiplayer was amazing. There was all these clans doing capture the flag, and it was... I've never come across teamwork like it. So there is the locker room, looking pretty smart. I did the same on... I think this is the other locker room, actually. I've done both locker rooms. One of them on camera, one of them off camera. So we're back into normal speed here, and I'm just finishing off this locker room with the little towels. Oh yeah, handles on the lockers as well, and I think that looks good. We've got towels hanging up, pictures on the wall, and I've also done this bathroom over here, sorry, this shower room over here. No, we've seen this one. Gotta put a toilet in. Anyway, questions appeared. Vizal Waters Minecraft. For the next episode, here's a question. If you could make your own game, what would it be called and why? I think it would be called Building Squared. I hope that, or Blocks Squared. Yeah, Blocks Squared. I would make a Minecraft clone, but it would be just for creative builders. None of this survival stuff. And it would just be putting in a sink here, by the way. Kind of a raised up sink seems to be a bit better. I never really cracked half slab sinks. Yeah, it would be called Blocks Squared, and it would have smaller blocks than these ones, and ones that you could customize with customized texture packs. So everyone would be flying about making their own texture packs, and I think that would look really cool. So there's a little bathroom done. Put that shower room in. Off camera, I put this shower room in. Fairly similar, although I think I did better on the sink area, so I'll probably do that next door. Got a toilet to put in there, which I'll do off camera, kind of boring. But yeah, that is pretty much it for episode 17. Probably 1 or 2 more episodes left max. Got to put probably some shelving in here or something, I'm not too sure. And then some maid's quarters, live-in maid's quarters down here, and they get a little bit of miserable light coming down that shaft there. And then a couple more bedrooms here. Got to try and get to 8 bedrooms in total. But yeah, that'll do. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button. It really does super motivate me. Share this video if you can. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Ciao, ciao for now.